Hey guys, so I talked to you guys about something that every single trainer in every single gym has seen and experienced firsthand. And it's this idea of we call failure to thrive. What is this? Well, this is, you have a client that comes in at the very beginning and they see amazing gains or losses, however you want to look at it, right? They're getting stronger. Their conditioning is going through the roof. Their body composition is going down. Maybe they're losing 20 pounds in a couple of weeks, and they're seeing amazing results. But then they plateau, and then they keep plateauing. And plateauing turns in from a couple week plateau to maybe a month, 2 month, 3 month, and then often regression will occur, or even injury. And what's happening there? And this is what we really call failure to thrive. And all this really comes down to is this, the client is not, or athlete is not addressing their nutrition. Right? So the nutrition is really at the base of everything. And over here we got our Orchard City hierarchy of the athlete, where it really puts nutrition at its base, right? And just like any pyramid can only be as big as its base, right? So at the very bottom of here we have nutrition. Second, we have strength, conditioning, I can't spell, and then we have sport at the top. Right? So it doesn't matter what sport you're playing, or even if you're looking for just general body composition goal of health and fitness, nutrition is going to be at the very base of everything that you're trying to do, right? So, which brings me to, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because we had a new client that came on yesterday, and she really brought up this idea, is like, holy crap, Dan, this is so much protein. I'm not used to this. And when it comes down to it, the idea is we're trying to balance out your calories and your proteins, your carbs, and your fats, right? Your macronutrients. So look at it like this. We have a teeter-totter in our own body, right? On one end, we have insulin. On the other end, we've got glucagon. This is my favorite because it sounds kind of like a transformer. But both are related to one macronutrient in which we ingest. Insulin is related to carbohydrates, right? So the more carbohydrates you eat, the more insulin your body and your pancreas specifically is going to release to bring down your sugar levels, right? So all carbs will be broken down into sugars, right? So insulin, just like it says, lets energy into the cell, right? So if you're carrying around excessive calories in your diet, that's going to bring in and help you pack on the pounds. Glucagon, so this one's carbohydrates. Glucagon is related to protein, right? So what we'd like to see is a nice balance between this. Generally speaking, what happens out there is people tend to overconsume carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are fantastic, and we are big proponents. All the meal plans we do here involve carbohydrates. But we have a philosophy here, you got to eat the right carb at the right time. Right? You got to earn your carbs. And we work with our clients so that this balance stays and occurs, right? So we eat carbohydrates, body releases insulin, lets nutrients and energy into the cell. We eat protein, our body releases glucagon, and glucagon is a great hormone that will actually let energy or nutrients out of the cell, right? So they work both hand in hand to find a nice balance. So if you're not eating enough protein in relation to how many carbohydrates you're eating, you're going to see an imbalance in this teeter-totter. Thirdly, the fat is the third macronutrient, which has effect in this. And in fact, it kind of supports this teeter-totter in keeping a nice balance, because we have a lot of our hormones in which the body creates that needs fat. And where we really went wrong in the 80s and 90s was the fact that we saw this low-fat diet and low-fat products, and all that we saw was this insane exponential increase in cardiovascular disease. And all the literature that's coming out now is saying the opposite. Fat is super important, needs to be a part of your diet. But again, you need to find a balance. So what tends to happen and what we see is people that come on, they start fresh, they get their meal plans, they absolutely crush the beginning, and then they fall off. Right? They fall off on focusing and really kind of they're looking at it wrong oftentimes in that they are trying to be perfectly consistent every single day, right? And if they're not perfect, why bother, right? So we really work with our clients and really trying to focus this. It's not about being perfectly consistent, it's about being consistently perfect. No, opposite. It's not about being consistently perfect, it's about being perfectly consistent, right? So just because you had a bad day or a bad meal, or even a bad weekend, you're right back to it on Monday and you're right back into the swing of things, right? Because if you're not weighing or measuring your food and you have any sort of sport or conditioning or strength focused goals, you are leaving results on the table. You are wasting your time, right? Because we are often told that exercise is like physical activity is how we're going to get our results, right? And we all know those people that work out every single day. But literature is showing that exercise is number 3 on the list of factors that lead to a healthy, balanced lifestyle and in relation to your weight as well, right? So number 1 is diet. Number 2 is sleep. And thirdly, number 3 is exercise. 4th is stress. So again, bringing it all back, diet, as your doctor will tell you, is going to be the number 1 determinant of your health and body composition, right? So again, if you're not weighing and measuring your food and you have sport-specific goals, if you have body composition goals, or you just feel unhappy with your body and where it's at, or you feel like you're about 20 pounds over, 10 pounds over, it doesn't matter. If you feel like you're overweight or you are overweight, then you have to focus and dial in your nutrition. You are wasting your time if you're not doing that.